Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video, and today I'm going to be talking about my favourite new way to snipe. But I'm not going to sit here and overhype this or anything. I'm not splurging any game-changing revolutionary thoughts here. I'm not someone that's going to make this the best way to snipe ever, or be a sniping god, or whatever else. This is simply my new favourite way to snipe, and I figured I'd share it, and maybe some of you guys would think it's cool, take the tips on board and give it a go. If it's not for you, then it's all good, just watch the clips I guess, because as I hope you'll agree, I'm having some pretty solid sniping success currently. And this is on console, by the way. Obviously compared to PC sniping this won't look particularly fantastic, but on console this is fairly difficult to do. But anyway, if you want my full tips for sniping in general rather than just hearing about my current sniping style, then check out my sniping guide, which I'll link to in the description below. But let's cut to the chase. You want to know what I've changed and how it's affected my play. Well, a lot of it centers around the magnification of my scope. I've set mine down to the lowest possible on a sniper, which is 5 times, and I've been using the Russian sniper as I'm just really enjoying it at the minute. It's nice and versatile. Now you may be asking why on earth I've whacked down the magnification on what is supposed to be a precision weapon. A lot of people choose a sniper so that they can pick people off in the distance with extreme accuracy. Well, it pretty much comes down to the fact that I just don't play like that. If you do, then that's perfectly fine. But I like to get in on the action a bit more with the scout. I like to get exciting clips, and I like to test myself in an effort to push myself towards improvement. So this is where I employed some logic from a game I used to play. That was Destiny 1. In that game, almost everyone that sniped wanted to get a weapon that had a low zoom scope. This was because the map design in Destiny was very small, and thus having a high magnification was generally a hindrance when sniping rather than a benefit. I'll throw up some footage quickly here so you can see what I mean. Essentially, using a low zoom scope allowed players to acquire targets more quickly and easily, while also making it possible to adjust your shot with increased speed. Drag shots and no scopes became far easier to pull off, and thus the low zoom scope hit the top of the meta. Well, this can be carried across to a multitude of first person shooters, such as Battlefield 1. So I figured I'd give it a go and see if it helped me in accelerating the tempo of my gameplay, and I quickly fell into a new, more exciting and aggressive scout playstyle than I was even employing before. It's a similar premise as to why some people only use marksman weapons. The magnification is just far more useful for how they like to play the game. You may have more difficulty acquiring targets at extreme range, but you gain a lot too. The ability to quickly pick up targets at closer ranges, the ability to see more of your surroundings when scoped in, the ability to adjust your shots more quickly, and lots more. It just feels more fluid and versatile. So you may be asking why I don't just use a marksman weapon then, and that's absolutely a fair point. My answer is that I have used marksman weapons. I've used them quite a bit actually. I love the SMLE marksman specifically, but this technique on a sniper allows for different range capabilities. It's also nice to challenge myself, and it keeps things interesting. I don't want to just use the same thing over and over. This way I can put on any sniper and have it feel pretty light and snappy. The 5 times scope is only just up from the default 4 times scope of a marksman weapon, so it's a pretty easy transition to make when you go back and forth between them. You can switch it around based on the range of the map, the people you're playing against, the range of the situation, etc, etc. But just remember, if you are an avid marksman user and you now fancy trying this out on a sniper, you will give off a glint when you aim down sight. So keep that fast playstyle up and don't give yourself away by scoping for excessive amounts of time. With all of that said, if you're new around here, I have a fair few sniping videos on the channel if you're interested in that sort of thing. I'll link to a couple in the description, and let me know what you think of this technique in the comment section below. Do you fancy trying it? What magnification do you already use? Which sniper do you use? Anything relevant really that you want to share. There's also a link towards the bottom of the description to support the channel if you like what I do around here. But I'm currently working out if I should switch to Patreon, so give me your feedback on that please. I'd really genuinely appreciate it. Would being able to support the channel for as little as $1 a month be a more attractive option for you guys? And feel free to like, favorite and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.